Guys, welcome back to my channel Elite Wrestling World. I am your host GhostSaad. Thank you guys for joining me right here for AEW Dynamite post show review. This is the last Dynamite before Revolution pay-per-view this Sunday. So a very good card announced for tonight. So let's get dive into it and talk about that. So we started off with AEW Continental Champion Jon Moxley and Claudio versus the Don Callis family is Takeshita and Hechicero. Action-packed opener and also a preview of what we can expect from Moxley and Takeshita at Revolution. With the way this match ended, I couldn't be shocked if we get a Claudio versus Hechicero singles match soon. After the match, we saw Takeshita intentions are clear. He wants to do this on his own, not with the help of Don Callis family members, and it might disappoint Callis as well, and that could be the reason of booting him out from the Don Callis family. So a very good match. So for the finish of the match, we saw Claudio gets the giant swing against Hechicero, and the both traded corner charges as well. Hechicero nearly ran into the referee. That allows Claudio to get an eye poke and inside cradle to steal the win. So again, a very good opening match to start off Dynamite. Backstage, we saw Callis hyping up Kyle Fletcher before his upcoming match. MJF interrupts and said he is a beautiful man and wants him to beat the shit out of that dollar store karate kid for kicking him in the face last week. Fletcher said he doesn't know how Maxwell is talking. He doesn't take orders from him. He'll do it for himself. So MJF tells Callis he would teach his guys how to talk to the world champion before walking off, and Fletcher told Callis they better not be working for him, and Callis just laughs. So again, this could be a match down the line between Fletcher and MJF setting up here. So next up is Kyle Fletcher versus Speedball Mike Bailey for the TNT title. This should come as no surprise that the two men who had arguably the TV match of the year in 2025 had an incredible rematch. These two could wrestle every week and they had have fans on the edge of their seats. It's looked like the shenanigans for Fletcher to retain, but I am with Brian Danielson who wants Bailey to get another shot eventually, one without interference. Bailey avoids a snake eyes into the post and sends Fletcher crashing into the steps before going back to the armbar. Fletcher goes to the apron where he looks for snake eyes into the corner, but Bailey counters into a poison rana on the apron. That looks good. Fletcher wanted a Liger bomb. Bailey countered into a backslide for a 2 count. A golden moonsault by Bailey, and then he wanted a shooting star but double knees by Fletcher, and then we saw Bailey quickly got a roll up for 2 count. Fletcher going for the lawn dart in the corner as well. Fletcher got a high stack for a 2 count. Bailey rolled into a moonsault, double knee, psycho knee, count connects for a 2, and Fletcher then overpowered up into a Liger bomb for the reset. Bailey got a straight jacket pin for yet another near fall. Okada appears on the apron with a screwdriver in his hands, and these distractions allow Fletcher to hit a brainbuster for a thriller win. So again, the shenanigans were there for Fletcher to retain the title. Post-match, we saw Okada put away the screwdriver and had a smile on his face as he walked by Dave Meltzer seated ringside. So again, a very good match between Speedball and Fletcher. Next up is Brody King in action. A squash match for Brody King. Poor opponent didn't even get an introduction, and Brody just hit one massive lariat and a gunzo bomb to end this. Post match, we saw King high five the fans until a fan in a hoodie wrapped a chain around King's throat, and it was for Strickland. And Swerve continued choking King out with the chain back inside, but King slowly rose and snapped the chain clean in half. And Strickland couldn't believe it and tried bailing but was dropped with the back suplex and a huge corner cannonball. Nana appears and tries to attack from behind as the distraction allows him to be thrown away, but Strickland snapped at King's right wrist to get free, and this was just hyping up their match at Revolution. It's gonna be a fantastic match. Next up is Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy versus the Dogs, David Finlay and Gabe Kidd. You are pretty much guaranteed a wild brawl whenever Kidd and Allin are on opposing sides, and this was no different. A solid Dynamite debut showing for Finlay as the Dogs pick up a needed win here to really establish themselves as a strong team in AEW. And the post match obviously set up a trios match for Revolution as well. Allin sprinted and looked to wipe out Finlay with the low tope, but Finlay dodged it and Allin crashed and burned. We saw Gabe Kidd jogged Cassidy with a hanging guillotine off the second rope, but Cassidy kicked out at corners wielding a tire iron from behind. Allin rolled Kidd back inside but missed a coffin drop. This allows Finlay to hit the Dominator, and leaping pile driver by Kidd won it for the Dogs. So post match we saw Allin was tossed outside and corners threw Cassidy in the ring. The Dogs stood tall until Roderick Strong slowly walked out from the back. He teased taking out Cassidy but threw him head into the Finlay and Kidd as well. And Strong stared down Cassidy before offering his hand, pulling him up, and they high-fived one another. So again, this sets up a tornado trios match between the Dogs and Allin, Cassidy and Strong at Revolution as well. So a very good match set up for Revolution as well. Next up is Willow Nightingale versus Persephone for the TBS Championship. This was a very good match between these two ladies, their singles meeting, and this was Persephone's Dynamite debut, and she really showed her power ability as well, and I hope to see her regularly on the AEW TV as well. And for the match, Willow missed a corner charge and 8 stiff corner shots as well. Persephone answers with a crucifix spin for a very close 2 count. Then we saw Willow tried her low cross body, but Persephone rolled through, held on, and hit a fallaway slam as well. Willow wanted a moonsault but missed, allowing Persephone to hit a release German suplex as we get the 10-minute call. We saw the two battled for position until Persephone tried a sunset bomb, but Willow held on and Persephone nearly got a crucifix bomb as well. This allow Willow to backslide Persephone and get a flash pin and retains her title, and Persephone looked shocked for that. Backstage we saw Babes of Wrath cutting a promo. Willow challenged Lina Cross for the TBS title match for the Revolution 0 Hour, and also we get the confirmation of Willow and Harley defending their tag titles against Megan Bayne and Lina Cross on the main card of Revolution. So 2 great matches set for Revolution. And next up is Young Bucks and Mark Briscoe versus FTR and Tommaso Ciampa. Hell of a party match to end the wrestling part of the show after his heel turn this past week on Collision. It was a needed win for Ciampa, who looked like a psycho killer in this match. I assume we will get a rematch between Briscoe and Ciampa sooner rather than later. The Bucks and FTR gave us a preview of what is in store for their match at Revolution. It's gonna be a classic tag team match. Briscoe attacked Ciampa off the apron before the opening bell. We saw Ciampa setting up a table on the outside. Stokely hilariously wheeled away from the danger. FTR hit the first part of the powerplex, but Briscoe got his knees up on Wheeler's frog splash as well. Ciampa ate a double super kick. Pele Harwood escaped a melted driver as they tried a spike pile driver, but Harwood took a slingshot in the corner. We saw Briscoe made the hot tag to Matt, who hit his slingshot facebuster. Ciampa tried to attack Briscoe with a chair from behind but got cut off and gave Briscoe a launching pad to leap over the top and outside onto the pile as well. Briscoe for good measure hit a froggy bow, more bang for Young Bucks cut off as Nick was sent off the top rope by Wheeler. FTR hit a shatter machine for a 2 count. FTR wanted a spike pile driver on Matt off the railing outside, but Wheeler was knocked off and Matt chucked Hardwood onto the commentary table as well. Ciampa caught Briscoe with the running knee for a 2, went for another, but Briscoe blocked it, wanted a Jade Driller, but Wheeler caught him from behind, air raid crash and a running knee, and Briscoe got pinned by Tommaso Ciampa, and Ciampa gets the winning pinfall. Post match, we saw Ciampa kept up the attack, setting chairs up in the ring, cracking Briscoe in the back. Ciampa laid a kiss on Briscoe's forehead and stood tall and sat tall on a dented chair over the motionless body of Briscoe. So this feud is, I hope, continuing for a longer run. And in the last portion of the Dynamite, we saw MJF and Hangman press conference. Bryan Danielson is the moderator of that press conference, and Danielson asked the press for questions. The first being how MJF cost Jet Set Rodeo the trios title last week, and if this match at Revolution is about the world title or revenge. So Page said it's both. It's always been about the world title, but MJF cost him the trios title, so he's taking what MJF hold dearest. And next question was about the Texas death match. MJF said it's sickening and stupid he has to wrestle in a match like this, but he will be leaving still the world champion. While Page said MJF will be living in an ambulance. And the next question was Page talking about the Texas death matches, and we saw Page said people have compared both him and MJF career for 6 years, and this will be a replay from last year's Revolution. And next question was if he can't compete for the AEW world title, that is for the Hang match, but MJF said that's a great question and cut Page off before he could answer, and he took a drink to give a toast to Page, who smacked the drink from MJF's hand and threw the other in Page's face. So a brawl kicked out and they got into the arena, into the ring as well. Security tried to pulling off MJF and Hangman Adam Page, but he laid about 10 of them the shots, but put the dynamite diamond ring and charged at Page, but he ate a dead eye from Hangman. Then Page quickly went outside and placed a barbed wire board ringside before dragging MJF to the apron. And MJF quickly scurried away through the crowd before Page could connect. So the message was sent by the challenger to the champion, and there will be no running come Sunday at Revolution. So this was again a good enough segment to build up the hype for the Revolution main event, and I think it serves its purpose really well. So that's the end of the show, folks. Please guys, like and share this video, subscribe to my channel, and keep watching Elite Wrestling World.